everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching CNN News 18. I'm Shivani Gupta, and we are building up to the big IPL finale of season 2023, and it promises to be a big one. The two teams that actually kick-started this season, the Gujarat Titans and the Chennai Super Kings, played the first match of this season at the Ahmedabad Stadium, and the two teams are now back playing against each other in the finale at the same stadium as well. There's a lot riding as far as the result of the match is concerned. Both teams have clearly proven that they're the top two sides. The fortunes of Gujarat have been a little bit different than Chennai, but of course Chennai, being Chennai, under the leadership of MS Dhoni, will be highly motivated, and it has proven that when it comes to crunch games, it does have that little bit extra. On the other side, we've known that the Gujarat Titans have clearly been a superior side this time around. Their batsmen are at the top of the list of the IPL season. Their bowlers are top of the list of the IPL season. So in terms of the finale, we couldn't really have asked for a better finale, if I can put it like that. Let me also go across to our colleagues joining us, Jamie Alter and Chetan Narula, who are both colleagues from Cricket Next, are joining us on the show. I'll also be joined by my colleague Vineet, who's actually at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. Now, these two teams, Chetan, if I can begin with you, are all square for this season. We knew that Chennai just beat them in the first qualifier and sealed their spot in the final, and that was their first win against Gujarat Titans in the ever in the last two seasons that Gujarat Titans has played. So for this season, Gujarat won the first match in Ahmedabad, the first opener that I'm talking about. Chennai beat them in qualifier 1. But that qualifier victory came at Chennai, and the conditions there have been much talked about. After that, Gujarat beat Mumbai convincingly so at their home stadium, and they're playing this final also at the same stadium. Do you believe that indeed gives Gujarat Titans a considerable edge?
Hi, Shivani. Yes, it's a big game. In such situations, you're always looking for getting that little bit of advantage, however you can get it. But considering the whole situation, whole scenario, I don't think so. Today it's going to be totally even Stevens. We saw in the last game as well, the conditions were perfect for batting. We would see a repeat of that again. It's a big final. Half the stadium, more than half the stadium is expected to be in yellow. So I'm not sure if Gujarat Titans will get the kind of home advantage that they would have received in the first game. Yes, the Chennai conditions were very different from, the qualifier 1 and the first game, and in fact the last 2 years. So I'm not sure I want to read anything into the past records. I think, they're going to start from scratch. It's MS Dhoni's big game. It's a big game for Hardik Pandya as captain as well. Even for me.
We'll discuss both the captains and what they have as far as, the result, what they have on the line as far as the result is concerned. So much riding on the result for both teams, and I'll talk about that in just a bit. But K. Srinivas Rao is also joining us. Before I go across to him, Jamie, the reason I was mentioning the ground and the conditions was because we saw what happened in that, in that qualifier that was played in Chennai. Now here, actually, it's an interesting statistics that Chennai have never won at the Ahmedabad Stadium, and I'm talking their all-time record. So they've played 3 matches and have never won here. On the other hand, of course, Gujarat Titans have played 9, won 6. They obviously relish these conditions, but Chennai also has the batting lineup that could relish these conditions. They also have good bowling attack, possibly second only to the Gujarat Titans. How do you look at that factor, though, about the ground itself, where Chennai have never tasted defeat, never tasted victory here?
Yeah, hi Shivani. Look, it's interesting because Chennai do have the batting. If you look at it, they actually have more batsmen contributing to the overall team cause, right? We've discussed this before, how it's Shubman Gill, 851 runs, and then the next highest is 302. But you look at Devon Conway, he's got over 600. Gaikwad is 564. Shivam Dubey is closing in on 400. So I wouldn't go as far as to say even Stevens like Chetan did, but it's definitely not like, Chennai are really far behind here. And I'll also echo Chetan's view. What happened before, you really cannot look too much into it. Chennai, if their batsmen play to potential, Shivani, they're going to push this Gujarat team man for man. Yes, Gujarat has a very good bowling attack. I think Mohit Sharma jumping up to number 3. If you look at it, the top 3 wicket takers in this whole IPL are all from Gujarat.
Are from Gujarat.
But that does not imply that Chennai, don't have the strength to take them on. Look at Rahane. We're not talking about him these days because the last 3-4 games he's not done much. But on this batting track, he can walk out and get you a 15-30 balls. Dubey is hitting the ball like no other middle order player. So yes, it might seem like their past record here doesn't add up anything for them. But Chennai have the batsmen to really put up a big total or even chase one down.
Absolutely. I will, of course, talk in detail about the batting lineups on both sides and how they square up with the bowling lineups on both sides.